I got locked in the Lincoln Memorial bathroom stall, going to sniff this tree with flowers, and we released 4 CDs. Yeah, don't know why I bought it, but I kind of love it. I literally could do for hours and be such a happy camp. I will literally fall over anything, everything, and nothing. I'm kind of a hot mess, like obsessed with the word tangelo, like goldfish, hummus, and popsicles. Not all together though. And the reason is I had nightmares when I was young of cats literally scratching my face, like how bizarre. So thanks, Mom. And every time I pass them, I have to moo. Like, so I moo all the way to school. It's pretty fantastic. Just really into it. In fact, I'm going to Snapchat right now.
Hey guys, so today I am starting a little series of get to know me type videos. If you don't know, September is my birth month, hence the sapphire and the 9 and the 928. And so I thought this month I'd do some different videos since, for one thing, I kind of burnt myself out on tutorials in the summer as I did last year as well. So I thought try to do some different videos. So my series kind of like schedule for this month is every Sunday a celebrity inspired makeup tutorial, every Wednesday a getting ready video, and every Friday a get to know me type tag video. So today's video is the 50 random facts about me tag. Now, as they say, no time like the present. Let's go ahead and jump in so you guys can hear 50 very random things about me. I'll tell you, but my initials do almost spell slug minus the U. Actually, my name is Shelby. If you don't know, I was actually named after Julia Roberts' character in the movie Steel Magnolias. And spoiler alert, her character does die, so thanks, Mom. I have lived in 3 different places, including college, all of my life, and they have all been in the state of Virginia, so you know, go VA! I have been to a total of 16 other states, not including Virginia, and they are Arizona, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Maryland, Minnesota, Missouri, Nevada, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, West Virginia, and Wyoming. If I'm not forgetting any, that should be about it. And also, I really am interested in traveling, seeing the world, but as of now, I've never actually been outside of the United States. So if anyone's watching this from other countries, let me know where you're from and why your country is awesome, I guess. I definitely want to see different parts of the world at some point in my life. So the thing about growing up in Northern Virginia is every field trip you ever go on will be to DC, pretty much. I've been to DC more times than I can count, and on one particular trip in 7th grade, I actually had a very weird experience. I got locked in the Lincoln Memorial bathroom stall, one of them, and actually I heard this happen to someone else, so that made me feel better. But anyway, what happened was the door wouldn't lock when I was trying to lock it, so I really jammed it, and then when I was wanting to get out, I literally could not. It was pretty terrible. And I finally had to crawl under the stall because there were actually people on the other side helping me to open it, and it wasn't working. So I just crawled out, and when I got out, my group for the field trip had left. So I was like, oh my gosh. Luckily another group came along and I just joined theirs, but it was pretty terrifying for, you know, a 7th grader. Even though I've been there before, it was still like, I don't know how to get home if I'm not with my group. So yeah, that's fun. My biggest fear is probably fire ants, which one time when I told somebody that, they're like, you're afraid of ants. But what happened was one time I was in South Carolina visiting my grandma, and I went to sniff this tree with flowers, and I stepped right in their hill, and they pounced on me, and I got a total of 21 bites on my, I think it was my left foot, and they hurt so bad, and I just can't do fire ants. Like when I'm in South Carolina, I wear sneakers whenever I'm walking around just because I'm like terrified. So yeah, fire ants, no bueno. My birthday is on September 28th, and I've actually shared my birthday with so many people. Like, it's crazy. Literally, whenever I have a birthday, it's like every classroom I'm in, somebody else has a birthday. One year, even, I remember we sang happy birthday to some people, and I didn't get a chance to let them know my birthday was happening before we started singing. So I had to say happy birthday to other people, and no one sang it to me. It was super awkward. It's kind of cool, though. I've had some cool birthdays. My best friend growing up had the same birthday as me, so we always did a little joint celebration thing. And then Hillary Duff had the same birthday as me, which that's just awesome in and of itself. And then Ryan Zimmerman, who plays third base for the Nationals, has the same birthday as me. So, you know, that's cool. I like sharing my birthday with people, but sometimes it's a little irritating. In the last week or so, I have actually become addicted to BuzzFeed's food section. I think it's because this year in my apartment style dorm we had a kitchen, and so I'm trying to find things to cook, and I've been finding a lot of cool recipes. So let me know below if you want to see any kind of cooking videos if I do attempt any of those recipes, and I will be sure to do that because I think that would be really fun. I have no food allergies that I know of. When I was little, I was pretty much obsessed with Anne of Green Gables. Like, I read that whole series when I was young, and I thought, you know, if you read the book, you know about her term kindred spirit. I mean, it's actually a term, but you know, I always thought she was mine because I could pretty much live on 3 things, and those things are goldfish, hummus, and popsicles. Not all together though. But yeah, I just love those 3 things. I know it's not exactly healthy, but they're so good, and if I only had those 3 things to eat on, I'd be one happy clam. On a similar note, all of my favorite foods are pretty much carbs, which is, like, I know, very bad, but I just don't really find that I love that many foods that are not carbs. I mean, I'll eat them, but I just like carbs the best. Carbs pretty much, but olives and cucumbers definitely are up there. A random food that I really feel like I'm one of the few people that doesn't really like is bacon. I like it on its own, actually, like just eating bacon I'm fine with, but I don't really like it on things like all those club sandwiches and like burgers wrapped in bacon. Just do not appeal to me. I don't like the way it combines with other things, because I think it's a very heavy flavor on its own, so I don't think you need to add it to anything. I am about 5'10", that's US height. I don't know what I am as far as like meters. Technically 5'9"3/4", but I just go with 5'10". My favorite color in the world is yellow. I just think it's so happy and fun. When I was younger, I was actually in a band with my friend that I spoke of before that had the same birthday as me. We were called Libra, and we released 4 CDs, aka we wrote 4 CDs worth of songs and like filmed videos of us singing them, but we never actually made CDs. And yeah, I did write some of the songs. They were pretty bad. I don't think I'm going to be able to find any clips, and if I do, I probably will not insert them. But yeah, fun thing I used to do, and I do really like to sing still, but just like to myself. I've been very involved in journalism for, this is my 5th year, because I did 3 years of high school in my high school newspaper, and then the last 2 years I've done some stuff with my college newspaper. Although I actually don't want to be a journalist, but I do want to do something of a similar nature, because I am a total graphic design nerd. My favorite thing in the world in high school was actually doing the newspaper, and I especially love doing the design portion. So InDesign, Photoshop, stuff like that, I literally could do for hours and be such a happy camper. Like when I do for the college one, I only do it every other week, and whenever I go in, it's only for like an hour, but it just makes my day to be able to go in and sit and design a page. I'll see if I can find some designs of mine to insert in case you're curious. My least favorite subject has always been science. I just don't really like it. So in high school I took IB physics and used that to get my credit out of the way, and I never had to take a college science class, and I could not be happier about that because they seem very hard. One of the most random purchases I've ever made is this guy. I call him Cliff, and I bought him for like 50 cents at Michael's Arts and Crafts place, and yeah, don't know why I bought it, but I kind of love it. So here's Cliff. I'm kind of a slob. Like, I'm trying to be better about it, so it's actually not too messy right now, but usually my room is a pit. I don't know if you've been able to tell in videos in the past. I'm just not a very neat person, but it's kind of funny because I say I'm not neat, but when it comes to, I mean, like technology related stuff, I'm over organized. Like, I make a million different folders. Like, I just recently was organizing all my stuff for my channel, and it's now in like a million different playlists and folders and stuff. But in real life, yeah, kind of messy. I did alphabetize all my Disney movies when I was young, so I'm organized in some senses, but in most senses, no. I am about the biggest klutz ever. Okay, that's not true, but I am very klutzy. Like, amongst my friends and my family, it's a known fact that I'm klutzy. I will literally fall over anything, everything, and nothing. Like, I literally fell on a wall last week and nothing touched me. I don't know what was up. But yeah, I've taken a few big tumbles in my life. as well as many minor ones that I can't even remember all of them. But last year I did actually take a really bad fall on a road, like walking back from class, and it was so embarrassing. I literally had groceries and I just fell like literally like, you know, flat, like not just like ooh, but like down, and I ripped up both legs of my leggings, which I recently got new leggings, but yeah, those were destroyed, and all my groceries fell out, and everyone was walking around like, oh my gosh, that was so embarrassing. But another big fall was when I was 5. I was at Disney World and I tripped over the back of my mom's sandal, fell flat on my face once again, and just like my whole eyeball swelled up, and I was crying, and it was terrible. So yeah, huge klutz. Don't even need anyone to trip me. I will fall on my own. I promise you. I am definitely a night person versus a morning person. I can stay up super late, and as long as I can kind of sleep in a little, I'm fine. But even if I go to bed early and I have to wake up early, I'm kind of a hot mess. Like, I have an 8 a.m. class this semester, which was terrible, and I had it this morning. But the other day I had it, and I literally could not stop falling asleep all day. Like, I'm so useless when I have had little sleep, which made high school rough. I'm not actually a big movie person. Like, I don't know, something about sitting down for like 2 hours to watch a movie just kind of, I'm too easily distracted for that. But it's funny because I can sit and watch like several episodes of one TV show back to back, but I don't like to watch one movie. I think it's just something about, I get more into TV shows than movies. I don't know if I'm the only one out there. I am in a sorority. I joined it last January. I'm not going to say which one just because I'm not really technically sure if I'm allowed to disclose that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm really happy about it. Like, I've definitely found a lot of great friends, and I highly recommend it if you're considering it, because I'm not a very sorority person, but I really enjoyed the experience, so I highly recommend it. When I was little, I literally wanted to be everything at some point. I've went through a very long phase of wanting to be a teacher. Like, when we played school, I always wanted to be the teacher, and I wanted to be a chef at one point, an astronaut, a singer, an actress, a journalist. I could keep on going, but that's some of the big ones. But definitely have wanted to be many different things. Back in like middle school, one of my weird quirks was I was obsessed with the word Tangelo. I heard it and just didn't look back. I made an email address all about it, which is long gone now, thankfully, because that's kind of embarrassing. I think I even had a YouTube channel related to it somehow, and everyone literally knew about it, and I was such a weirdo. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, obsessed with it. Anything banana flavored is pretty much my favorite. Like, I always like banana Laffy Taffy, like banana cream pie is amazing, banana ice cream, banana popsicles is my recent thing. I just love banana flavored things, and I don't mind bananas themselves either, but banana flavored things, I love. Banana sweet things. I am in fact a crazy dog lady, so I'm going to insert some pictures of my dogs. My dog, because I only have one. His name is Bodie, and you've probably seen him in a lot of videos recently, but I just can't get enough of showing you guys him because I miss him so much and I love him. I have a somewhat ridiculous fear of cats. Like, honestly, when people tell me they're cat people, I don't get it because I myself have a fear, and the reason is I had nightmares when I was young of cats literally scratching my face. Like, how bizarre are those nightmares? But I haven't ever been able to look back. Cats, not my thing. No offense, like, I'm cool with you liking cats, I just personally don't do it. I actually feel like whenever a movie is super popular, I don't see it, and it's not like because I'm a hipster, it's just like, I never get around to seeing it, and then everyone's like, you haven't seen this movie? And I'm like, no, and occasionally I'll end up watching them, but a lot of really popular movies I haven't seen. For example, Titanic, Hunger Games, Inception, all the Batman movies, Avengers, Avatar, and just many more, especially like sci-fi type things I don't usually like, but just in general I don't see a lot of the popular movies. I have no reason, I just don't. As far as movies and books and stuff, I really love darker ones, like related to drug use or like death or whatever. I feel like that kind of surprises people when they see it because I'm a very smiley person in real life, and like my friends are like, you like that? And I'm like, yeah, like I just really like dark stuff when I'm watching stuff. I feel like it just makes everything in your life seem so much better. With TV shows, I am super anal about missing episodes. Like, if I miss an episode, I get so behind because I refuse to watch an episode until I've watched all the previous ones. And I'm talking with old TV shows too. Like, if I see a random episode of a TV show, I then feel the need to go back to season 1 and watch all of them instead of just starting on the season they're on. so it takes up a lot of time. But yeah, I just don't like to watch TV shows from the middle. I like to start from the beginning. I used to really love chocolate flavored chapsticks. Like, I had one by Bonnie Bell, and I literally would apply it, lick it off, apply it, lick it off, like not eating it, but pretty much couldn't stop applying it. I'd have a huge layer. Really gross, but yeah, loved it. I am in fact that girl who ruins good photos by making ridiculous faces. Like, everyone else looks perfect and I'm just like, mostly just because I really usually am not a huge fan of the way I look in photos anyway, so I figure if I look stupid on purpose, that's different, right? It took me till I was like 16 to get a Facebook. I just wasn't interested. In fact, I had a Twitter before a Facebook, which is so strange. Like, I got a Twitter back in 2009, back when it first started. Everyone was like, this is stupid, and then everyone was like, why don't you have a Facebook? And I just didn't get one. So yes, I've in fact had a Twitter longer than I've had a Facebook. One of my favorite animals and my favorite animal print is giraffe print, which is so random. I feel like it's always zebra or cheetah, but I love giraffe print. Giraffes are just such awkward looking creatures. I love it. I don't know if you guys have ever played the game Zoo, where you go like 1, 2, let's play Zoo, and then everyone has an animal and you have to know everyone else's. It's hard to explain, but look it up if you haven't heard of it. Anyway, when I did that for like a bonding activity with my pledge class, and I picked a dolphin because I was going to do zebra, but I didn't know what noise to make for them. So I did dolphin. I will show you my dolphin impersonation. It's pretty terrible. Ah! Yeah, I'm a big fan. Another random animal thing, quirk about me, I started this like inside joke in my family where I just moo. Like, I'll just moo randomly. I don't know why, it's just a weird noise I like to make. And on the way to school, you literally pass so many fields of cow, like cattle. You know, western area of Virginia problems. But yeah, and every time I pass them, I have to moo. Like, so I moo all the way to school. It's pretty fantastic. I just like to moo. Weird thing. Speaking of school, I'm in my second year in college, and I think I'm going to major in either media studies or commerce. So yeah, something along the lines of that. I don't know exactly yet. I have to apply at the end of this semester. My dream job at this point is either something in marketing or graphic design. So something dealing with, you know, marketing products to people. I would like to do the graphic design side, but I don't really have a major like that in my school, so I might stick to marketing if I can get into that school. Let's hope. I am like the least dramatic person you will ever meet. I literally don't do drama. Like, if there's drama going on, I usually avoid whatever is happening. I don't think I've ever really hated anyone or had an enemy. Like, I just don't really do it. I'm so terrible at texting, email, phone, all that. Like, it's so funny because I do this social media YouTube thing, but I'm really terrible about, like, my friends, it's an inside joke, like, oh, Shelby won't pick up her phone, she won't answer the text. I'm just so bad at it. So if you are one of my real friends, I'm sorry if I'm terrible at texting you back, and if I miss plans because I don't get the text in time. It's my bad. I'm just terrible at it. I am, however, an excellent Snapchatter. My friend made me get Snapchat over the summer, and while we were apart, I literally Snapchatted constantly, just really into it. In fact, I'm going to Snapchat right now. Okay, that's quite enough of that, but yes, pro Snapchatter, because I am the best at making ridiculous faces. A show that I would probably consider my favorite is One Tree Hill. I've now watched the show completely through twice, and I didn't even really watch it while it was on. It's been in like the last 2 years that I've watched it. I just think the characters are really relatable, and I love that you see them grow up, and they really do develop throughout the series. I just love that show. If you haven't watched it, I would recommend going to Netflix and watching the whole show, because you will have to watch the whole show because they're amazing. In case you were at all curious, my heritage is British, Italian, German, and Israeli, so just that's what's happening, I don't know, on this everything. I'm not really into flying. Like, I don't have a fear of it or anything, but I just haven't had great experiences. Like last year when we were going out to California, we got delayed our flight for like 4 hours, and we'd been there since like 6 a.m. and we also had a layover and it was just terrible. And I also do get some sickness from flights. Like, I get pretty like nauseous afterwards. So yeah, I'm not afraid of it, just would rather not, and luckily my family doesn't too much. Honestly, my favorite exercise is straight up just walking. Like, I'm the kind of girl who will walk forever. Like, I don't really ever take buses to class because they're kind of unreliable, so I just walk everywhere. And I went for like a 9-mile walk just for fun like a few weeks ago. I just really like to walk, so yeah. And at the gym, I just go on the treadmill and walk at a steep incline. It's what I do. So love to walk. And for my last fact, I just wanted to say that YouTube is probably the thing I am most proud of. Even though my videos aren't like top quality and I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, each one of you do mean a lot to me, and I really do enjoy putting these videos together. It's something I really find is a great stress relief thing. And anyway, I really appreciate any of you who watched this video all the way through. Hopefully you learned a little more about me. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do. Please, it means so much. And like this video if you like it. If you have any random facts you want to share, leave them below. And I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!
Being small